Hello everybody, hope you're doing really well. Today we are just doing another little sort of like solo stretch along the River Medway. We're starting here in Waterenbury today, just opposite the train station. We're going to do a mini one, this is kind of one I'm quite familiar with. Then we're going to basically go past Nettlestead, and then we're going to aim towards Twyford. Unfortunately, I don't think today we'll be going underneath Twyford Bridge, so forgive us on that one. It's very busy today. So we're probably just going to end up at the lock and then basically dock from there. So let's just get on with it. See you in a minute. Right, hello everybody. Welcome to a familiar sight. So like I said in the intro, we're in Waterenbury and we're just going to go for a little wander today in the old Canoe. Quite straightforward. Quite busy because we're sort of like, instead of being in the morning today, it's in the evening and everybody's come out because it's baking hot, which is the same reason why I decided to come out as well. And yeah, here we are. What a glorious day. Hopefully we'll make good time today, so I'm not really sure how long it's going to take us today. Probably won't take, I'm hoping about 45 minutes, hopefully, because I did sort of say we were going to go across to Twyford Bridge. The idea was we were going to do that, but we went there first and realised it's just everybody's paddling down there. It's just one of them places that is perfect for people just to sort of like enjoy going down into. So instead we're going to go to the lock instead, which is kind of a shame because we're going to miss out on the River Built as well, the confluence of the River Built, which is quite famous because of yachting. But yeah, we're going to keep going. So yeah, hopefully it's all coming out really well on the camera. Sort of like to say I've got a bit of practice with doing this now, and I had some good feedback from people saying how much they enjoyed this therapeutic little jaunt along the River Medway. So I thought, hey, let's do it again. About 27 degrees out today, really warm. Yeah, simply gorgeous today. Seem to be wanting to head left today, so this isn't going to be the straightest video, I don't think. But look, we're going to do it, aren't we? So we're about 6 minutes in and we're clear already of Wateringbury. We've only got Nettlestead and then that's pretty much it. And obviously Nettlestead, for us, done a paranormal video on Nettlestead about the ghost of the River Medway. It was here, the monk. And obviously it means we parallel the train line when we're here as well. Current, for whatever reason, keeps taking me to the left, but I think it's because we've got a bit of wind coming from that side as well. This will be pretty much one of the last videos I do in the area of the canoeing kayaking this year, just because of the weather. It's going to be our last warm spell we've got. Which is why this was sort of like a bit of a last minute video. I was like, do you know what, let's just do this today. As per usual, fortunately it's very, very muddy, I mean the river itself. So let me move you a little bit. Probably a bit better. Probably see more canoeists and paddleboarders as well. It's sort of perfect time for people to come out really, but also very busy. I was debating whether to go this morning, but it was just way too warm. So I think it's called Hampstead Lock. I can't remember for the life of me. Locks and me have a very short-term memory. I think it's called Hampstead Lock, which is a lock we're going to get off at. And yeah. And then we're literally pretty much, it's strange because we're going to be sort of passing Yalding in a strange way. But we're heading to Teapot Island. We're just on that way anyway. And yeah, Twyford Bridge. There we go, we're making a bit of clear water now, makes it easier to paddle through. There we go, we're doing it now. There's a swan, that's it, right in front of us. Seeing our swans. Waterbury Marina down there is actually really well known for the swans and the ducks that are there. You sort of saw a few of them. If we'd gone the opposite way, we would have been at Teeston, or Tiston, the debate's always been. I've always known it as Teeston. Glorious day. I was debating whether to squeeze in another canoe trip in, which I've done a little bit of, but I've never actually filmed it, which was at Fordwich, Canterbury. Depending if I get some time, I might show you that one as well. But if not, we can always do that for another time when the weather's going to be more kinder. Like I said, we're just taking advantage of it at the moment. It's glorious. These British summers are just the reason why you don't want to leave the country sometimes. Although it can get a little bit too hot and sticky, even for me. There we go. Beautiful swan in front. Not sure it's going to pick it up. Right in the middle of the path. Right in the middle of the river, shall I say. I think there's some paddle boarders that are behind me. Well, I can tell 13 minutes, we're doing really well. He says. Let's keep doing it. So I apologise in advance if the quality isn't going to be great on this, who knows. I can only sort of see what I'm looking through the camera. Looks a bit shady, but hey, look, you know. Might make for just something a little bit different, innit, you know. There's the old swan, I want to avoid it. Swan versus canoe. Pruning. There you go, take you out there. Oh yeah. gorgeous. Interesting, that one's been tagged. So that's great. Well, it's not necessarily great to see, but it's nice that obviously they're going to be monitoring that one. It helps to the wildlife and the ecology of the area. Nice, it showed me its tag. Sure, for some of you this is quite good ASMR, isn't it? That therapeutic sort of like vibe. Steering the water across the paddles. So what happens is you've got a couple of outlet pipes here, and obviously if you're in a canoe like this or inflatable, you feel the push a little bit more than you would normally, because it's sort of pushing the water outwards onto here. That's what sometimes will cause those ripples that you see. So apart from that, everybody, nothing really else apart from when we get to the end, really, apart from obviously Nettlestead Church and the paranormal story. There are a few, I think there's a couple of pillboxes down here from memory again, obviously used to defend the River Medway, but we say that loosely, don't we? What much good they would have been or use, always in debate, but the point was with them, wasn't it, it was just a very short-term barrier. Let's keep going. Hopefully you're liking these videos anyway. Like I said, I will eventually end up doing a few more for you when I'm out and about. I'm sure you'll all let me know that you like them if you just click that like button. I'll get the message. Just a bit of a time out really for me. Nice bit of exercise, relaxation, chill time. On a glorious day like this, you don't really want to be anywhere else, to be honest with you. But it's amazing, I've said it in the past 2 videos that we've done. The trick is you have to kind of do this like on a regular basis, really, just to get your arms and your shoulders working, because it is just an exercise that you're not really, unless you know what muscles to use, can sort of like just take it for granted. You start going out and you're like, oh wow, you know, start the pull. I wasn't going to say it, but I will say it. I'll say, like, you know, feel the burn. Oh, what a day. Like I said, I didn't want to make this video too fancy today either. We'll just get it done, film it. Seagull just gone by there. lots of fall here, leaf fall and everything. Oh, and we've got our first boat, everybody. It's a dinghy, although we did see another one. I don't know if you saw that near the beginning. Paddle one. Try and get over here. Well, I'm just going to pause the video, everybody. Catch up with you in a minute. Everybody, welcome back. I had to pause it for a second because we've just gone past this the people and oh god, they're basically having a lot of fun over there. The folly of youth, as they say. I'm unfortunately not of that age anymore, but long story short, they were playing some music, and it's really cool music. But however, I worry that you might have had copyright on my thing, so I just paused it. But they're really cool people, and they look like they're having a lot of fun. It's a fair play to them, that's what it's about, isn't it? It's having a lot of fun. Enjoying yourself. Living it. That's what you've got to do. Remember, you only live once, everyone. If you didn't know that already. Like I said, this didn't cost me anything, really. Apart from what I got, but yeah, you know. When you've had it for a long time, it sort of pays itself, doesn't it? Yeah, they're motoring along now. They were behind us for quite a while. Fair play to them. Yeah, some really cool music playing, and just sort of soothe the mood for a little bit. So I'd say it's a shame that I can't play any music whilst I'm here with you lot, because otherwise it would be copyrighted and YouTube would slap my wrist. But hey, the sound of the water hitting the paddles, the sound of nature and people laughing and enjoying themselves, that's enough for me. It really is just enough for me, I think, especially at my age. It gets that stage in life where you start looking forward and you start looking back at the past in a different kind of way, you know. But yeah, it's moments like this you just got to be really grateful for, that I can do this, got the capability of doing it, and if it means that I get some sore shoulders in the morning, hey, you know, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. So I said this would take about 45 minutes, and I'm sort of thinking, being optimistic, probably closer to an hour again, although I don't know why, but the distance in theory should have been shorter, but maybe it's because I'm just being a bit slow today. That's why it's doing it. I love their idea of like just literally playing music, just going along. I'm sure they look well equipped to potentially have a barbecue and stuff like that. And everything by the river, so fair play to them if they do that. Bloody brilliant. That's what it's about, isn't it? Friends, lovers, whoever you are. Really enjoying those moments. So the thing is, I've not got my phone to hand, which means I don't know how far we are up, and I've never even bothered. That's the thing. We've just gone on the sort of. I think that's the thing, isn't it? When you do stuff like this, as long as you know where your end point is, you don't really care about the stuff that's in between necessarily, do you? Well, mate, you might do. Sometimes I do. Most of the time, I'm just like, I'm just enjoying this too much. Hopefully you are too, just out there, just coming along with me on this. You're just sitting down having a cup of tea, coffee, whatever you're doing, pint, cooking some food, eating some food, I don't know, whatever you're doing whilst you're watching this. I'm grateful that you have been. It really means a lot that you're spending the time with me, just enjoying this. Trust me though, it's a lot harder for me than it is for you. I tell you what, those people in front, that young trio over there, they're going all about in circles at the moment, bless them. Oh dear. Does make me laugh. The adventures we all get up to when we're younger. There we go, and there's our train. Again, we're pretty much paralleling that train, which we've pretty much done through all the 3 videos actually. This is obviously the 3rd one if you haven't checked them out before. Just type in River Medway, canoeing, kayaking, you'll know. I'm sure most of you have probably seen them already, and if you have, again, I'm very grateful for that. So basically what happens is when we get up here, the river splits, and to our left is Twyford Bridge, to our right is really the way that you'd have to take anyway if you wanted to continue your journey, and that journey would then eventually take you into Tunbridge Castle. It would take you past pretty much everywhere that we've gone through and we've done so far. So we've done lots of these bits in little stages, really, little sort of like hourly increments with little gaps in between, but yeah. We're doing it though. I can still hear him. I would assume that they're probably going to do what I'm going to do. But will they head back is the question. Who knows? So I'm so chilled out right now. So it's just sort of moderately taking my time. Like I said, this is probably out of the routes that we've done so far, is probably the easiest one to do and probably the most straightforward, really. And what I mean by straightforward is it's kind of like it's just really easy to sort of know where you are. There's no sort of hidden locks or anything like that that are going to take you by surprise, you know. So I can see the marina in front of us, which means, everybody, we're not too far away now, because that is where we're going to need to turn. I'm hoping it's a marina in front of us. He says he hasn't got his glasses on. There you go, take what we take. Unless it's a mirage. So what's this? 10... it's coming up to about, well, I don't know actually. Is it half an hour? Maybe a bit longer than that. Probably by the time I've edited it, strung it all together, who knows. I reckon we're about half an hour in, 40, well, maybe we're right, maybe it might be 45 minutes to get us there, who knows. I doubt it, probably going to take a little bit longer. A tad bit longer. So yeah, we went past the church that sort of said the paranormal. If I remember, I will put that link below if you like paranormal stuff. And we went past it somewhere along there. I can't remember for the life of me there. And yeah, went past Nelson's church, got some paranormal stories. But I won't say too much about them. Just encourage you to really watch the video. So probably check the link below down there. I will also, because although we're not going to Twyford Bridge, but we are there, we are literally there, I will also put a link down below, which is a very, very old video, by the way, of Twyford Bridge. And one of the medieval bridges in Kent. And you can check that video out as well. Excuse the quality of that. One of my early videos where I just loved these medieval bridges in Kent. Obviously, we've got so many around this area. Very lucky, especially on this stretch as well. So we've pretty much covered most of them now. Well, the only one we couldn't cover is probably Yalding's one, which happens to be the longest. But that's really because you can't really get under there. It's part of the River Bute. Like we sort of said, actually, if we took a left here next to Twyford Bridge, that's where its confluence is. That beautiful word, confluence. The joining of two. Right, yeah, so pretty sure this is the marina. It's amazing, I haven't done this stretch in years. I mean, we're talking like a good long set of years now that I've done this. This bit. Because to be honest with you, as much I'm doing a video on it for all of you lot, it is the most straightforward one and it's probably the least interesting in terms of stuff to look at. So you're probably like, oh great, I've just watched like a really non-interesting video, but you know what I mean. There's me, look, it's heading towards the left again, look for all of you, look. I'd be amazed if most of you got to watch this till the end. If you do, like I said, I'm extremely grateful and thank you for that. Let's go. Oh, lovely. Now just being really greedy and just taking up the whole stretch here, look. This is what I do. River hog. I'm amazed that I'm not actually that tired. But then I have been doing these fair few this summer. Only recording these, obviously ones that you've seen, but just enjoying it nonetheless. They probably went actually down to Twyford Bridge, who knows. Like I said, you've got the parking there at Teapot Island. But like I said, I just didn't really want to do that today, just because really the fact that it was really busy down there. So it's quite popular for people who just want to sort of dip in the river really on that bit. Whereas where I'm going is really where most of it is where all the canoeists and kayakers and everybody else really goes. Because of the lock. There we go. I'm trying to remember from memory, there are a few pillboxes around here. I think there might have been some on the right from memory. Forgive me, I can't remember everything, everybody. But yeah. Whew. Now I'm starting to feel it burn. The moment I said. Just want to get out of the lock and my legs go dead. Always the case. Three knots, obviously. I couldn't go any faster if I tried. I'll be lucky to get half a knot out of this. So yeah, you take a left normally. Today we're going to go right. And actually, distance wise, this makes it slightly shorter by doing that. And the sign saying, do not create wash again. Couldn't have tried. Just careful with my camera. It's been all over the place today. Not necessarily not steady cam, just not straight cam. Beautiful boats around here. If I could afford one, I would. Probably live in one. So again, any of you millionaires out there want to buy me something, go for it. There we go, you can hear the cars, which means we're almost close to the lock now. So you might have been able to see them, not sure. Which means we're near the station as well. Basically gone from station to station really. Oh. Here's the rushing sound of the lock now. Here's our docking port here. See it. We've got one final little stretch to go. And we're pretty much there, everybody. So it defeats the object really because of where we are, but in terms of really where to go to now, it's only like a short stretch. And that'll pretty much be me done for the day. Go. There we go, look at that. Whew. Try and get that if we can. There we go. Oh. Whew. Right, let's get out. Come on. Tell you what, it don't get any easier. Well, here I am, my journey at Hampstead Lock. Semi-tiny little video for all of you. I was debating whether to go a little bit further on, obviously towards the pub. But you know what, let's just end it here. It's a beautiful day and I just want to enjoy the rest of it. Thank you so much for coming along with me. Really hopefully you enjoyed that video. Another one of those ones we can sort of tick off the list. Take care everybody. Love to all of you out there, and because history matters and Phoenix history, etc, etc, you know the drill. Feel free to spread the word of the channel. Take care everybody. Cup out.